By the end of this stop, Mom's in handcuffs on a felony charge. Let's see if it actually holds up.
Where you're standing, is that a good idea?
Out front of the window.
150 to 153, we're not getting anything out front. Do you see anything out back?
Negative.
Well, we have no good PSs for Mom. I don't know what we're gonna do with this girl. Alright, come on. We'll try to call Alyssa. And if we don't get a hold of her, we'll have to see what Sarge wants to do with the girl, because if she doesn't want to come back here and she has kind of a good reason to not want to come back, we might take her to Children's. I don't know. Hi, this is Officer Hunter at the Grove City Police Department.
Hi, I'm here to shut my door because I was about to, I was in the shower and my daughter yelled, but I'm not dressed.
Okay. So you're home?
Yeah, but I'm in a robe. I just got out of the shower.
Okay. Is Zachary there?
No, just me and Ella and the baby's about to be here.
Okay. Has Zachary been staying here?
No.
He hasn't been here since he's been given that protection order?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if we come up and talk to you?
Can you give me a minute because I'm not dressed?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. We're here, so we want to talk to you. So basically, your daughter's over at Park Street Intermediate, and she says that she's afraid to come home because Zachary has been staying here.
Okay.
So Zachary has not been here, you're saying?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd like to just kind of talk to you in person real quick and verify that, and then we'll see what you want to do with your daughter over at Park Street. Either go down and get her, or we can give her a ride back or whatnot. But we want to verify that Zach's actually not here because he's not supposed to be. Okay?
Okay, give me a second to get dressed. I'm in a robe and I have no teeth in.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. She's lying. She's lying. You could tell on her voice that she's lying. So, this is Officer Hunter.
Hey, this is Alyssa. I cannot find my teeth. I'm just letting you guys know I'm not
what do you mean? Hold on. What do you need keys for to come to the front door and talk to me for?
He wanted to talk to me because my daughter was saying that my 4-year-old dad's here, but he's not. She got grounded yesterday.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of, but I was in the shower. I have no teeth. I can't find my teeth. I have them. I just can't find them.
Your
so
teeth.
It's embarrassing.
Okay, I don't care about whether you have teeth in or not. I want to talk to you in person. I'm not going to let your daughter come back to this apartment until I talk to you and I see you face to face. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
So I don't care if you have teeth in or not. You need to come to the door and talk to me.
I know. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm coming to the door now. It's embarrassing.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I could care less about that.
I know, but it's embarrassing. It's the insecurity. I'm going
That last part.
You're good.
I'll say it.
Okay, are you able to come to the door or not?
Yes, I'm going.
Oh, you ready?
Hello? You still haven't gotten dressed yet?
No, I'm brushing my teeth.
Okay.
I was looking for my teeth. Come here, please.
So where is Zach at? Zachary?
Why should be Taylor?
He should be what?
He's at Taylor's mom. Taylor's around the corner.
Okay. And, hello? So he's not here. He hasn't been here. And there's no concern.
No.
And you would tell us
No, I promise you.
to be
I
safe.
promise you. There's a concern about my daughter. I don't know what to do with her.
Okay.
Because she knows that she shouldn't do this, but she's mad because she's grounded. So,
Okay.
I don't know why she was. I don't know if someone told her.
Would you have an issue if we came in and did a quick walkthrough? Would that be a problem?
Well, it's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not here.
So she's the only one in here.
Yeah. Her.
Okay. Why don't you sit over there, okay?
Issue 1, the consent search. Officers never had a warrant. Everything hinged on the mother saying yes twice. Under the 1973 case Schneckloth versus Bustamante, consent just has to be voluntary under the totality of the circumstances. Telling her she couldn't get her daughter back until she talked face-to-face added pressure, but courts generally allow that kind of leverage in welfare checks. Issue 2, Plainview. The meth pipe and burnt foil weren't found by searching. They were sitting out during a walkthrough she agreed to. Under the 1990 case Horton versus California, if officers are lawfully present and evidence is obviously incriminating, no warrant is needed to seize it.
150, we're going to be doing a walk through the residence.
It's just really messy.
All right, and 100%, if he's in here, I need to know now. because you're letting us walk through. I need to know if he's in here.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not if it's 30, but
I understand.
I'd rather-
You can refuse,
yeah,
but
there's no point to refuse. It's just messy, like it's an
okay. Then I just want to know.
Yeah.
If he pops out, we're gonna have problems. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna end up getting a hold of her, Sergeant Hennessy again, see what she wants to do, because we obviously have paraphernalia everywhere in here. That's a problem. So we might hold this somewhere. Yeah, right there. I'm not very lost.
I'm gonna get lower first. See her, but
Yeah, I tried to look when I came up the stairs. I guess there's a basement, so we'll check that real quick. And then
Grove City Police, anybody down here? Grove City Police. Is anybody down here?
come down here.
gotcha. I'm coming down.
You're gonna watch this pile of shit. Make sure it doesn't move, okay? All right. Good. Here's up. All right. Just kind of hold here, living room. Don't let her upstairs. Fucking. Pretty sure there's bed bugs everywhere in here. Oh.
You see bugs on your legs?
They were fucking paranoid the rest of the day. 150 to 66, ma'am. Can I give you PS?
Hello?
Hey. So we checked the residence for him. She gave us consent to come in and have a walk around. He's not in here, but we have other issues. I don't know how you want to handle it, but there's in her bedroom, there's paraphernalia in plain view. There's burnt foil all over the bed. There's a meth pipe laying on the floor. She's got a small child in here. Obviously, the other kids over at the school. So I have more just inside the residence, kind of holding the first floor, having mom and the baby stay in the living room. See what you want to do.
But we don't think they're selling or anything like that.
I doubt they're selling. They look like, if anything, they just use. So if anything's in there, it'd be personal use. But I mean, like, what do you want to do with these kids? She's got freaking meth pipe and burnt foil just laying on the bed. And she's got a toddler in here, and then she's got like an 11, 12-year-old over at the school.
How old's is a toddler walking around where all that stuff
Yeah,
is?
like probably 2. Or maybe 3. She's old enough to talk and walk around and do her own thing. She can go up that bedroom right now and grab that meth pipe. Just laying on the floor. The apartment's disgusting. I'm pretty sure there's bed bugs hopping around everywhere in there. It's filthy in there. So
But no drugs in Plainview?
no drugs in Plainview. I wasn't gonna like start microscoping. We were in there obviously looking for Zach.
Right.
This stuff
I'd
is
at
just
least make a referral. Do you think you have enough for endangering?
not with this burnt foil and the pipe. Unless there's something in the pipe, and if we pick it up and there's still shit left over in the pipe, that'd be different. But
I would say take what you have in Plainview because you have a right to take that and charge her with the paraphernalia.
okay.
And then make a referral to Children's Services.
All right, we'll question her on it too. We'll question her to see if she admits that there's any drugs in there.
Alrighty.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Issue 3 was this really a felony? A pipe and burnt foil alone are just paraphernalia. In Ohio, that's a 4th-degree misdemeanor. Felony drug possession requires an actual controlled substance. Even the officer's own supervisor said so on the phone before the arrest. Issue 4, child endangerment. Ohio's endangering statute defaults to a 1st-degree misdemeanor. It only becomes a felony with serious harm or a prior conviction. Calling it a felony at the moment of arrest may have gotten ahead of the evidence.
We went in to look for him, and she's got meth pipe and burnt foil laying all over her bedroom. So
She wasn't dumb enough to hide that before she let you come in and
she
look?
was probably up there smoking it, when that's why she didn't answer. She says she was in the shower.
Okay.
She was probably up there smoking, because then she wouldn't come to the door. She's like, I don't want to come. I can't find my teeth. I don't want to come. It's embarrassing. It's like, well, I'm not bringing your kid back until you come and talk to us. And then her teeth are laying right up there by the nightstand where the meth pipe and the burnt foil is. We're going to go gather that up. We're going to see if she'll admit that there's any drugs in the house. We're going to charge her with paraphernalia at the least, and then we'll make a referral to Children's. So.
Give me donut.
Donut. All right. What is it, Alyssa?
Yes, Elisa or
Elisa?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here's the deal. Is there any drugs in this apartment?
No, there's some foils up on my bed.
I know there's foils on the bed. And there's a meth pipe up there.
Oh, I didn't throw it all away. I put it in there a little bit ago before I got in the shower.
Why would you put it in there?
Because I was looking in my closet for a bra and I saw it in there. I set
You
it
saw
there.
the point where you just keep all your burnt foil in the thing?
No, I saw them in the closet. I set them there so I wouldn't forget to throw them away.
What drugs do you use?
I use fentanyl on ice, but I'm also boxed now. I got clean. You can ask Amanda. She helped me. Like, I detoxed here like a couple days ago. So that would get clean. I had
So there's no drugs in there?
No.
So what if we search your bedroom? Are we going to find drugs?
No, you might find photos like that, but all I be thrown away. That's what I found in the
So you
closet.
want to give us consent to search your bedroom?
That's fine. You can.
Okay. We're going to search the bedroom.
Because there's
And
those foils and that's it. I found those.
At the
I
very
said-
least, we're taking the foils and the meth pipe, and we're going to charge you today with it.
Okay.
So.
I found it to throw away. I set it there because I have really bad memory.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna search your bedroom then. Stay down here if you whatever. You can let us know if you change your mind. But, all right. Hang down here with Officer Moore.
My name's LMA.
You can look. I promise there's no drugs up there. If there was, I would have found them and did them before I got clean. I found those in my closet. That's why the safe's open, because I was making sure there wasn't any drugs up there.
It's like a used Narcan, so that's cool. Someone overdosed of it.
Needle covers back here. There's some more burnt oil.
See this right here? Yeah, it's probably enough that if that kid came up here and got into that killed that kid, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So doesn't take a lot. So
Yeah, so this on
we're
the
going
table.
we're gonna arrest her. So we'll arrest her.
What do you think that is?
She says she uses fentanyl.
She's
It's probably fentanyl. So that's definitely enough to kill a child. So
Yeah.
she can go to jail. And we'll take the kids to children's services and
That's enough to kill a grown man.
so yeah.
Alright, Alyssa, I need you to do me a favor. Set the phone down. Stand up. Place your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Can I put a shirt on, please? Why am I under arrest? Why am I under
Put your hands
arrest?
together like you're praying.
No, mommy.
Why am I under arrest?
Felony drug possession and
Sir, there wasn't any drugs
child
there.
endangering.
Sir.
I need my mommy.
I know. You need to have a nice safe home is what you need. We're gonna do that.
I
Bring
found
your
it in the
wrist,
closet.
bring your wrist closer together.
Sir, I found it in the closet.
No, mommy.
I didn't do anything.
Please don't arrest my
Get the
mommy.
handcuff on the wrong way. This robe is throwing me off.
No, don't arrest
You just help me secure your hands really quick. I put my handcuff on the wrong way.
We'll just take it off.
Yeah, because the robes were.
Just take it off.
There you go.
Just
No,
like that.
don't take my mommy to
I'm
jail.
not taking it down because I let them look in the room. I didn't know there was drugs.
Please
I cooperated,
don't.
Issue 5, Miranda. She admitted to fentanyl and meth use before she was ever arrested or restrained. Under the 1984 case Berkhamir versus McCarty, routine non-restrained questioning during a welfare check doesn't automatically require a Miranda warning. Issue 6, the protection order violation that started all this was never confirmed. Zachary was never found in the home. The entire drug case grew out of a search for someone who wasn't even there. Grading the officer's solid procedure. Clear consent, a supervisor call before the arrest, proper use of plain view. But the charging language got ahead of the confirmed evidence. Call it a B. Lesson learned, paraphernalia alone rarely equals a felony. The actual substance is what makes or breaks that charge. That's the legal breakdown. Let us know in the comments if you think this arrest holds up in court.
It doesn't matter. That's ridiculous. All right, let's go this way and hop in. And then when we go to holding, we'll put that shirt. We'll put you in a cell to put that shirt on. All right, have a seat.
Thank you. You guys told me that guy's number for me.
Yeah, we'll get it.
November at the time of